Hello student, good day to all of you. Today we are going to study Secretarial Practice subject, chapter number 2, Sources of Corporate Finance. In this lecture, we are going to study next sources of borrowed capital, that is bond. So bond is a debt security. It is a formal contract to repay borrowed money with interest. So I told you, if there is any loan taken from outsiders, then company have to pay interest on the same amount, that is on principal amount. So it is a formal contract to repay borrowed money with interest. Principal amount plus interest amount is to be paid to the bond holder. So bond is a debt security. It is a part of loan. So bond is also known as loan. The holder of bond is a lender to the institution. Why is known as lender? Because he lend money to the institution or company. He is a creditor of the company. So every borrower becomes creditor of the company after lending money or investing money to the in the company. He gets fixed rate of interest. There is no changes or fluctuation in the rate of interest. Every creditor gets fixed rate of interest. After paying interest to the creditor of the company, then only dividend is to be paid to the shareholder of the company. So all bonds have maturity date and is paid in cash at certain date in future. So maturity date is the date on which the company have to pay the principal amount plus interest to the bond holder, and such amount will be paid in cash at a certain date in future, which is given on the bond certificate. So according to Webster dictionary, a bond is an interest bearing certificate issued by the government or business firm promising to pay the holder a specific sum at a specified date. So whenever bondholder invest money into the company, then for this investing money he will get debenture bond certificate which is issued by the government or business firm, whether it is company or whether it is government. Such issued the bond certificate to the bond holder, and such certificate promising to pay the holder a specific sum. Specific sum means what? Which is invested into the company or with government, and on such specific sum includes the principal amount plus interest at a specified date, which will be included in the bond certificate. The company borrows money and issues bonds as an evidence of debt. Interest is payable on bonds at fixed interval or on maturity of bonds. So, like fixed deposit, every fixed deposit holder gets interest on the fixed deposit and the particular amount after a maturity or on maturity date. Such amount will be paid to the bond holder here. Interest is payable at a fixed rate. There is no fluctuation or changes in the interest rate, and the total amount, that is principal plus interest amount, will be paid on maturity date. So there are some features of bonds. First one, nature of finance. So this debt, it is a debt finance which is a part of loan. So it provides long term finance. So period for this long term finance is the bond can be issued for a longer period, that is 5 years, 10 years, 25 years, 50 years. Like deposit, it cannot be for a minimum period, for a lesser period. It can be for a longer period. So it is known as long term finance. Second one, status of bondholder. So bondholder are the creditors of the company, and they will get interest on the amount invested in the company. Since they are creditors and non-owners, they are not entitled to participate in general meeting, as they are the creditors. They does not holding any type of voting rights, so they cannot participate in the management of the company, and also they cannot entitled to participate in general meeting of the company. They have no voting rights and hence no participation in the management. Third one, return on bonds. So on the bonds, when the bondholder invests money or lends money to the company or government, on such specific amount they will get interest as a return. So the bondholder gets a fixed rate of interest. It is payable at regular interval or on the maturity of bonds. Fourth one, repayment. Bonds have specific maturity date on when the principal amount is repaid. Principal amount means the amount which is invested. For example, if the bondholder invests 10,000 rupees, and on such 10,000 rupees there will be 10% interest will be paid by the company. So principal amount is 10,000, and there is a regular interval for paying the interest to the bondholder. So repayment for bonds have specific maturity date on when the principal amount is repaid. So today we studied bond, features of bonds. In the next lecture, we are going to study American Depository Receipt and Global Depository Receipt. Till then, thank you.